Hi friends, how is everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. This is Sheree and this is Turquoise Dreaming Crafty channel. So thank you for being here and joining me today. I'm going to share with you where I'm at with a few Christmas journals. So I had mentioned that this was the next journal I was going to do or to start on is this Better Homes and Gardens Christmas journal. And I have started on it. I did one last year where I used this shaped Christmas book as on the cover, and I used a Better Homes and Gardens. The Better Homes and Gardens binder that I used last year was a little rougher shape than this one. This one was in really good shape, except for the spine was a little rough. So I definitely wanted to cover that, but I didn't really have to cover this, but that is why I didn't put any extra paper here to cover this. I was able to use the original, checkerboard or whatever you want to call this on the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook binder as my background, which I love being able to do that and, keep that original background. And then, so since I did have to cover the spine, I mean, I probably would have covered it anyway, but it was really fun using this gingerbread fabric on the spine. So you can see I have it under the Santa a little bit and then wrapped around the spine. And here's the back. I'm going to leave this so like if this journal has been reserved, and so if the person that gets this wants to cover that, she can. But I wanted to leave it. I thought it was cool to see, like, yeah, this is a Better Homes and Gardens, new cookbook. And I like this. This is the one. This is I have two favorites of the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook binders, and this is one of them because it has this, and even though it says new cookbook, they're not new. And this one has like the matte. It's more of a matte finish, not the real shiny. There's a one that's newer that's shinier. And so this is the one, if I see this one, I'll get it. And so, yeah, you can see the fabric, the gingerbread fabric here. I added some fabric ribbon trim there next to that. And then this was where there was a barcode here. And I added one of my little gingerbread tags, gingerbread house tags here. And this is the one where one of the ones where the door opens. I would like to find a way to keep the door closed, but I don't know. I don't have any little I was thinking it would be cool to put a little tiny Velcro dot there, but I don't have any, or I don't think I have any. But that would be cool to be able to keep that closed and then open it with a little Velcro dot, but I might just leave it as is. And so, yeah, this is pretty much done. If I find the right thing, I could put something down here, but I really like the checkerboard of the original cover showing, like I said, so I might leave it like this, or maybe just put a little cluster down here or something. I'll see. And then here's the inside. The inside, was all food related here. And it wasn't necessarily pretty food, so I didn't think so anyway. So I did cover with this green paper. This is cardstock to go with the green background of the gingerbread fabric. And this is the gingerbread fabric, that same gingerbread fabric that's on the outside. And just to show you how it looks and how it's going, someone asked me last year when I made my binder journal, how did I get the fabric under the notebook rings? And if you can see, it looks like it's under there, but it is not under there. I answered them in their comment, under their comment, or replied to their comment last year. They asked me that question in the comments last year. And I just tuck it right down in there, like I jimmy it down in there, whatever you call it. And then I took my scissors and kind of poked it as much as I could, just a little bit under there, so it looks like it's under there, but it's not under there. It's just tucked right under the edge, so it looks like it goes all the way through, but it doesn't. And also I put a little piece of fabric right here on either end, so that also gives it the look of going all the way under, even though it isn't. So see, it's just a little piece of fabric there, little piece of fabric there, and then the same thing on this side where I tucked it under the edge of the, I just put my scissors down in there, made sure I had enough glue to catch it, and so it would hold down in there. So yeah, that's how it is. So that's the status of this one. Now I got to start adding pages. But yeah, this was really fun to work on and to see how it progressed myself too, because I didn't know what I was going to do here or what fabric I was going to use. And I was thinking, I hope when I was thinking of putting this on here and having the red and white basic background here, I was like, and he's got green here and he's got kind of a greenish glove. I was thinking, I wonder if I have any green fabric. And then when it was this gingerbread fabric, I was like, oh, that's so perfect. So that's where I'm at with that. Let's see, let me put this over here. And then, so I also said I was also going to be working on the other two little golden books that I wanted to work on. So I did work on those also. And been doing a lot of crafting off the video. But I feel like I got a lot done here over the Thanksgiving holiday. Being home from work helped a lot. You know what I mean? Now back to work tomorrow, but I'm videoing this on Sunday night. But yeah, here they are, the Animals Christmas Eve. Now these two have not been claimed. If you would like to claim or reserve one, just leave me. It's best to. I mean, you can leave me a comment, but it's best to email me too, so that I make sure I get the message. Like whoever, if more than one person wanted it, whoever I got a message from first would be the person that would reserve it. So just FYI how to get a hold of me. But let me show you one at a time real quick what's going on. 2 signatures. These are both, I did the turn the spine in, so that worked out it works out really well if you want to try that. If you've never done it, I think it works out really well, just as well as making a new spine. My new spines are usually around 1.5 inches wide, and these, when you turn in the spine, it is, let me see, it's a little bit less. It's about 1 1/4, so it's a little bit less, but I can still get the same amount of pages in there and the same, 2 signatures, just like I do when I do the 1.5 inch spine on my normal journals where I put a brand new spine, the whole thing's new, right? So here's how it looks. You saw the pockets and the inside, and when I started working on it, I was thinking that the pocket needed something, so I used a scrap and put a belly band here on the front of the pocket. So there's going to be something in here. And this is the new belly band where I put a little sticker. And I already put a little drawing card in there because I just thought it was so cute. I wanted to put something in there. And I did the same thing in the back. Little belly band. Here's 2 little gingerbread stickers on that one. And there's my drawing card in that one. I just thought that was so cute. I just had to put something in there. And then the 2 signatures. I put all the pages from the book in here. I've got the paper bag pocket in here. And then I used, everything, nothing's digital or printed. So I use all original pages. And I kind of used different pages than I did from different books than I did from the last Christmas journal I did. So I think that makes it very interesting as far as it's just very different from the last one. Like, this right here, this is from this is from Ideals. This is from something else Christmassy. This is from the book. This is from Edith Holden. Like that. So you get the idea. And then the front signature, first signature, has things like, well, I did the card again, the Christmas card pocket. Here's some. I picked out a couple pieces of these handmade papers I got in Happy Mail, and I picked out a couple. This one in here, I put this one. I thought it looked like snow, so that's why I put it in here. I don't know if can you see the texture on the camera? I don't know if you can, but I just thought it looked kind of like snow, so that's why I put that in there. It's a creamy white though, and white, and snow is, you know how snow is, it's a bright white, but I just thought, I still thought it looked like snow. Here's a page, like a Christmas page from a sewing or stitching book, and just some music and just different things like that. Scrapbook papers, all the scrapbook papers are from Christmas, Christmas scrapbook paper collections. And then let's see, anything else different? Just some fun papers. Okay, so that's where that one's at right now. And then this one, Frosty, I did the same thing where I put some, belly band here. So this little piece is from like it's a vintage book that I have where you punch out the papers, and they're cardstock pieces, like thick cardstock pieces, and you make something with them. It's like a little craft projects in there. And I found it at a thrift store. It's really cool. I showed it last year. I'll have to at some point get it and show it to you maybe this year in a video. But anyway, this was in there, and I thought it was so pretty. It's just, I don't know if it looks so pretty on the camera, but in person it's just so pretty. You got the pink and the blue candles. I just thought that was so gorgeous. And then I put it, again, I had to see what it looked like with something in there, so I put a little drawing card in there. And in the back, I didn't have anything else in that book that would fit on the belly band, so I put, what did I put back here? Oh, this is just a pretty sticker that I had. I thought that looked really pretty on there too, with that green background. And here's the little drawing card in there. See, I had to try it out. And I put these papers. These papers are so pretty that I put in for the cover signature. I wanted to go more with some light colors in Frosty. He kind of had a more light look to the cover, so that's why I picked out these kind of lighter, you see some like peachy pink and red and blue. I just thought that was so pretty with Frosty. I mean, look at, this is the original page, title page, and look at the colors on the back of the scrapbook paper. I just thought that looked so pretty together. And then see, here's the pink, here's the handmade paper in this one. It's pink, and it just goes so well with all the colors too. A page from this is like a crafty kind of decorating and crafty, and that type of magazine, or a book. Actually, it was a book, and that's what that's from. Music in this one. Here's the center of this first signature. Let's see, and I guess you saw the card. There's a card. I just love that card pocket idea, so I did that in all of them. And then this is from a really cool music kind of story, little Christmassy booklet I found at a thrift store. It's very vintage, and I put a page from that in here. Look at this side. Just plain gorgeous is all I can say. It's beautiful. this music page right here with that blue background. And then this is some paper that I made with the pink spritz and pink dye. There's our paper bag. Let's see what else. This is from a crafty stitchery. Well, it says right here, the Family Circle Christmas Treasury. It has it right there. See, look at the pink here and red. Candy canes. Just really, they all came together really nice. Just really pretty. See how nice that looks together. All the colors. I don't know why the pink looks so good in here, but it really does. There's another one of those blue pages. That's from that music booklet, Christmas music booklet. Just gorgeous. I just love that so much. It's so beautiful. And there's some more blue and red there. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love it, love it, love it. So, I thought we'd do a little crafting also during this video. So let me put all the journals to the side, because I wanted to try a few things here that we could maybe put in the journals, of course. So I pulled out some cardstock, 2 colors. We've got our Grinch green here and some actual kind of Christmas green. And I have some of these. I pulled out some of these. I'd like to put one in each of these journals, and I only had one Christmassy one. This one's actually called Holiday Elves. You can see the Christmas little designs on there. I don't have the, I took the paper out, it's right here. I might do something with that too. I don't know. We're not going to have time to do everything I want to do during this video, but we'll get started. And then I pulled out these two because I thought they would be fun to put in a Christmas journal too. This is kind of a, has a Holly Hobby look. A little girl with a bonnet. And this one is a cross stitch alphabet and numbers. And then so like all of these, I kind of would like to make a pocket, but see the flaps on all of these are, I wanted to kind of glue the flap down and have it as a flip out pocket, but the flaps are pretty tattered. This one's pretty tattered. You know what I mean? It's not horrible. I almost could fix it, but this one's really tattered on here. See, it's all kind of torn up on this one. So that one, you know, I'm not able to use the original flap on that one. And this one hasn't been opened, but I think the reason that those flaps are so tattered and torn up is because, like, this one is, I guess this is how they come. They're glued shut like this, so you have to kind of, you know, if you weren't worried about the envelope, you would just kind of peel it off. What I'm going to do is open it with my scissors, and let's see how that goes. I mean, it'll be fine, and it's probably better than even better than, I think scissors have a sharp, you know, they have a sharp edge here. That would be even better than a letter opener, which could almost, probably would be okay, but this is going to be even better because it just has that sharp edge that can just open it nicely. Yeah. So, these that I've opened, well, this one, the other one that I just said I have the paper from inside right there. There's not much inside, but there is instructions in there. And then this one has, and the other one that I said that have the instructions right here, have this kind of print. You know, these are iron-on transfers. So this one has, this is the one with the alphabet, really cool, actually, looking with the little crosses here. It's a cross stitch pattern, or you know, if you're gonna cross stitch your alphabet. You could make words or whatever you wanted to do. Let's see how does this go like this? Yeah, okay. I almost didn't want to fold back up. And then the other one is that same color, the Christmas one. Let's see, I'll show. Well, it's not as dark actually. It's more, I think it's a little less dark, you know. It has all the lines, but it's not quite as dark. It's a little bit lighter, but really cute pictures. This is all the pictures that are on the front of that other one that I showed you with the really tattered. And the other one I don't think I have, but I do have this one. Let's see what's on this one, because I had this one. This was in my cabinet, but not in an envelope. And when I opened it, I was like, oh my goodness. Let me see what's on it though. Oh, it's flowers. But look at the print. It's red. I was like, oh my goodness, that is so pretty. And it would be pretty for Christmas because you've got the kind of craft colored background and the red print here. So I thought that would be fun to do something with for Christmas because of the red print here. So that has potential if I have time to do something with that. So there's all of those pieces. But today I also, so I'm thinking, let's see, oh, I put it back in here. I put this one back in. Oh, I didn't take this one out. This is the bonnet one. Okay, this one's been used. Okay. So, but they put everything back in there. Maybe they thought they could reuse it. See, it's very light here, maybe because it's been used. They ironed it on something and took some of the ink off. But yeah, so this one has pieces. These maybe could be fussy cut out and used to craft with, since they're already cut into like separate pieces. So yeah. Oh, see, here's how it was originally. This one hasn't been used, and it's much darker. See how dark that is? Much darker. So yeah, cool. Okay, interesting, right? So, but I thought that, I guess, since these are so tattered, like if I made a booklet out of, I guess I would just make a new something to join the front and the back together. Let me grab my, let's just experiment with this one. Since this flap is the most tattered one, let's experiment with this one real quick. Gotta grab my paper cutter. Forgot I didn't have it over here. It's always here, you know, but I put it away for a moment. Okay, so as much as I would like to keep this together, this is the side that I would want to open. So let's kind of, and this goes way down. See how this is so low compared to the front? So that's going to be interesting, but let's just see. Let's just experiment with this one. I kind of would like to get this extra, this torn up part off of here, because it's going to be hard to work around that with my paper cutter. So let's just get this off of here, because it's all just, you know, torn up anyway. So that's got to go. And then this, so that piece is still a little tattered there, but I think it can be fixed, just like a sewing pattern. That's what I'm going to have to treat it like, a sewing pattern. When I do a sewing pattern that's a little bit tattered, I glue it down onto cardstock. Let's just even this up here. Okay, so we got some little pieces off there. Now we need to cut all the other sides off. So I can either make a journaling card or a booklet. I could still make a pocket if I just wanted to use it as a pocket. I kind of would almost like to use it as a journaling card maybe though. Let's just separate this from the back real quick and see what it looks like as far as the size of the back and the size of the front. There's nothing interesting on the back, by the way. Really nothing interesting. Stamping directions for hot iron transfer patterns. That's what's on the back. Of this one anyway. I don't know if any of the others. We'll have to, like this one has the same thing. This Christmas one. And this one is different. See, it's upright. These are horizontal. That's upright there. Okay. Upright. Front is upright. Back is horizontal. That's okay. And this is upright. Okay, that pretty much has the same thing on the back, but different color. So that, and then that was it. Okay. I just got 3 out for now. And then, so we're going to separate this side too. So if we make it into a journaling card, and that might be best for this one too, since it has a couple of tears right here. I mean, I could go either way. If you want to make it into a booklet, we can make one into a booklet, one into a journaling card, but it probably won't get all done during this video. But if you want to make it into a booklet, what you could do is just say, glue this down here, fold this around, and then you have your back. You know what I mean? You have a new back. Let's just decide in a minute. We could still make this into a booklet. So let's glue this down. We're going to see how it looks. I'm going to do it like when I do a sewing pattern, because it's very similar. You know, not too thin, not too thick, just paper. And when I do that, I just use permanent glue stick. So I'd say any permanent glue stick would be good. And then I'm going to just put glue all over this, and this works very well when I do sewing patterns, so I'm sure it'll work very well on here. You just got to be careful around that torn part there. Any torn or tattered parts, that you don't just go over them and then make them worse, you know what I mean? I'm going to be very delicate over that part. So I'm just going to go like this. Kind of go in the direction of the tear. And make sure I have glue all over it though. And then go from there. So I'm trying to keep my glue on here because I'm going to be putting it down there anyway. So, all right, so there's still some more tears right here. And then the rest is, the rest is good to go. So I hope everyone had a nice holiday Thanksgiving weekend if you're in the U.S. If you're not in the U.S., I hope you had a nice weekend also. Yeah, I've been watching videos about these British people that they're really, really very funny and really just seem like very nice people and everything. But they watch videos about the U.S. and then they comment on them, like as far as the differences between the U.S. and the U.K. So very interesting actually, and it really, if you didn't appreciate living in the U.S., you should watch a video like that. People from other countries commenting like after they visit the U.S. and the differences that they learn, and it's amazing because you kind of, when you live in the U.S., you kind of think that everybody has what you have, but it seems they really don't, you know. So it really makes you appreciate living in the U.S. for many, many reasons. I mean, just so many reasons, you know what I mean? So, okay, that looks really pretty. I don't know if you noticed, but I decided to leave a little green border right here. That just looked really pretty around the yellow. So that makes me want to, well, we could go either way. But I kind of want, now I kind of want to make a booklet. And I have a feeling that you want me to make a booklet. I don't know why, I'm getting that vibe. You'll have to tell me if that's what you were thinking, because if you were, I got your vibe. I feel your vibe. So I'm going to cut it right here. Actually, let me, let me cut here because I want to fold it. I want to figure out where I'm going to fold it. So we got a scrap there. And then I still left a little border there. So I'm going to fold it. Let's see. Now if I just fold it in half, see, it'll be too big. So I want to leave the same frame over here too, with probably with the fold. So now I have a new back. If I want to use that old back, I still can do something with it. And I might. But now, see, it was smaller. It had a little, you know, it went down, and it was going to be like this compared to this. It was going to be like a ½ inch too short, so I really couldn't use that original back just to be the back. I would have had to do something and then make a new spine. So this gives me my new spine, just putting it on this paper, this cardstock. I'm going to cut this extra piece off. I think this is cute. I might do this with all of them, actually. I really think this is really cute. All right. Cut that extra piece off. And let's look at the original back now. Where is it? This is it right here. I think, yeah. It has yellow on here. So it has, you know, color. These are not like, sometimes I open an envelope and this inside part is just like peels right off. Oh, this will come off. See that? It's going to come right off, I think. I don't want to tear the envelope. I might just have to cut. I don't want to damage. Okay, there it goes. So this piece looks like it's just going to peel right off pretty much. Because I don't want, I'm peeling it off because it's just going to be in the way. You know, if I put glue on here, then you're going to have to put glue in between there because this is loose and just basically it's in the way. Just 1 second. Okay, so yeah, my son just stopped by. So while I was paused, I went ahead and grabbed some paper. So here it is so far. I grabbed some paper for some pages. I also did this. So if we put this on the back, this is the outside, the original outside. It would look like this. Well, there's the barcode, so we probably would put it like that. Or if we put it like that, then the barcode would be up there. I kind of really don't like that, and this is kind of messy right here. So I wonder, I kind of almost like that. Just the blue print. I kind of like that. What do you think? I kind of like that. Keep saying I know, but I really do kind of like that. Shall we try it? Just do something with this and not, you know, let's see. You know, those pieces we took off, there's a little bit of residue from that of paper there. Okay. So, so let's put, see, I don't want to get glue in the wrong places here, so I'm going to put this in the middle. We need to do the same thing and get glue all over this. So yeah, we are going to finish this, and then I want to show you one more thing that I want to do something with, but that will probably have to be during another video. And then I'm going to continue working on the journals. I'm going to go ahead and finish the little golden books, because I think I can finish those in the next couple of days and then do a flip through for you. But so let me know if anybody wants one of those. Otherwise, I'll just be listing those in my eBay shop. I'm going to put it this way because this is the long edge and this is the spine over here. So I think that would look good on the spine, and kind of just center it in the middle here. All right. I think that's cool. And we can still decorate this in some way, maybe. Have a couple of stickers and things here that we can look at real quick. So, yeah, let's finish this, and then I'm going to show you the other thing I kind of would like to do something with. And that can be another video. But I grabbed out of my scraps, these are the only 2 pieces I had in my scraps of papery stuff. Everything else is cardstock. So I gotta cut a little strip off of this one. It's too long, but this is really pretty paper. It's more papery than cardstock, so I grabbed that one. Of course, it's too. Let's see how we want to do this one. We can. Let's see. Here's the middle. So let's just fold this side in and make a little flip out, and then let's see if we did that right. See if it fits in here. Yes, ma'am, it does. Okay, now the rest of them are, this was a scrap. This is just some cool paper I have. You have to feel it to understand it. I don't know what it is. It's kind of, I don't know what it is, but it's really cool paper. I know what onion skin is kind of like, but onion skin is thinner than this. This is kind of like thick onion skin, whatever that is. Thick onion skin. That's the only way I know how to describe it. But it's really cool feeling. So I know it's just white, but it's just a really cool paper. That's all I can tell you. It's not quite vellum. It's not vellum. I wouldn't say it's vellum. So let's see. Is this too long? I think I need a little sliver off the top just to make, because we're going to sew this in real quick too. I'm just putting a few pages in here. All right. So I just want to make sure it fits. And there's a little leeway in between the top and the bottom. I've got a book page. Let me take that rough edge off of there. This is just, oh, this is from a math book. I just wanted a book page, so I grabbed a book page. I wanted a variety of pages. Okay, and now I've got a music. Let's put, this is going to be another short page. So I grabbed this. This is just a green dyed page, kind of like splatter dyed with some green, green food coloring. This probably would have been. But let's see. Yeah, it's too wide and too long, so I need about half an inch or so off of the side. And about an inch off the bottom there. let's see, let's take the inch off of this side because the hole is there and I can just, I'll be able to take that hole off, that one, or all the holes off actually. Okay, that'll work out well. All right, so it fit, yes, it fits. And I want to do this quick so this video doesn't get too much longer. Okay, and I got 2 different ledgers here, and so let's see how we can do these. There's a rough edge I wouldn't mind cutting off over here, right here. So I need about 1/2 inch, so I'll cut it off that rough edge. And I'm going to cut off like 1/2 inch here, 1/2 inch or so. Okay, let's put that one in. We might need to rearrange a little bit, but we'll see. Everything's fitting in. This is a piece of graph paper from a garden journal. It's got graph on this side and lines on this side. This is another short one. That's a short one. This is a short one. Let's do the music. Yeah, let's do the music next since we just did ledger. It'll be something different. Music. And then another kind of ledger. And this is not going to be too wide, but it's going to be too tall. So I only need a little tiny, like 1/4 inch off of this one. And so that will be on the other side of the music. And then, let's see. I kind of don't like these ledgers right next to each other. Let's put the green there. Ledger here. That's better. And then leave this ledger in the middle. Let's see. And then put a short one here. And then a short one here. This is a little bit of a short one, not totally short like the other ones, but you know what I mean. It's a little smaller. So this is coffee. This one's coffee dyed, and that should be it. Then we can sew these in. Let's make sure everything fits in here, and it's where we want it. This is sticking down. What is this? This is the thick onion skin. That's the only way I know how to describe it, right? It's a little bit too tall. It probably wouldn't hurt to have left it, but just want to make sure it doesn't stick out the top of the cover. All right, that should be good. Let's see. All right, yep, everything's inside the cover. There's our cover. We got quite a few pages in here. We made a little journal. Let's see, I need some paper clips. Let me grab, I got them right here. I got them right here. Only thing I forgot, I got everything else over here, but I didn't grab the paper clips because I was thinking I didn't need it. For some reason I was thinking I didn't need them, but, or I forgot I needed them. Yeah, I definitely need them. I hold these pages in here. Okay. Now, get this straight here. Tuck it down into our little fold. All right, looking good. Here's the front. Here's the top. All right, so pokey tool / AKA all. Right here. Quick 3 pamphlet stitch will look cute on here. Yeah, I like this. I kind of wanted to really leave it as an envelope and make a pocket, but I don't know. I felt like it might be hard to get something in and out of there if it was a pocket, like with the original flap glue the back down. It would be weird because the if you glue the back down, I don't know. It would just be weird because the back was shorter, you know, than the front. So you almost have to glue the flap down, and the flap was no good. So then that left me with the choice of journaling card or booklet. And you saw what we went with. We went with booklet. Okay, now I picked some different string out here that I don't usually use because this is just a fun little booklet. It's just a little booklet, and I kind of been wanting to try this anyway. This is some stretchy cord I have, and this is blue, so I thought I'd use the blue here. And I wanted to try this. It's strong, of course. Let me see if I can get a piece off of here. How does it come off? It's all wound around here very tightly. Whoop. Well, that's not the way to get it off. I don't know what's going on. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I see it's kind of, I don't think I've ever used any of this blue. Let's see, well, oh, there we go. No. I will figure it out. I don't think I've used any of this blue. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I want to see how this would be at just binding this little booklet. So I'm going to get a link, 3 links. 1, 2, and 3. And a little bit more for good measure. I want to see how this works. This is a little experiment. This is a total experiment from beginning to end. Because I've never made a booklet out of one of these little booklets before. I really didn't use, I don't think I've really, I think I have used one of these before. I'm trying to remember how I used it. I don't know. I think maybe I used it as an envelope. I might have just put something in it and put it in a pocket. That's another way to use it. Just put something in it and put it in a pocket, you know? Yep, that's another option. But I didn't want to do that. I wanted to use it in another way. Okay, so I'm going to do it just like we do with any kind of string. Leave our little tail. This is the way I do the binding. And I found that this makes the tightest bindings. They don't wobble or anything. And it's really sturdy. And I've tried different ways, and this works best for me anyway. I think the other way works too, but I don't know. I had trouble with the other way where the binding, sometimes I had to, I don't know. It seemed like the signature might have been a little wobbly, so I started doing this way, and I've never had a wobbly signature since then. So, being that this is stretchy, I'm kind of stretching it and tying it, so to make sure it's tight enough. And I always tie a double knot right here. So I'm doing that just like I would any other string. It's tied out here. And I like the blue. That's why, you know, you got blue here, and it looks good with the green. And I'm just going to tie a little bow right here. That's what I've been doing lately, just to keep the bulk out of the center of the signature. And then if somebody wants to add beads, they can, but beads or whatever. Anyway, there we go. We did it. Now let's just see. So I'm going to leave this as a blank little booklet. Put it in one of the journals, and I'm going to do that. I really like this little booklet. It's really, look at that little junk journal with all the different paper. So it's really cute. I was thinking of putting a little sticker like right here, like as if it were a label in back of a book or something. So I've got several. I didn't know what I was going to be doing with exactly on this video, so I just brought several sheets of stickers over here, and so just a little something right there that looks good. So I've got this sheet. I think this little snow globe looks cute, except it would maybe a little gift would look cute. I'm picturing something a little bit bigger though. Let's see. So here's a little, I can't see through this one, but little ho ho ho. That would be cute because it's kind of like label shaped, you know, rectangle. And this little gift would be cute because it's green and it would match the green, and that might be the perfect thing right there. I also have these. None of these are rectangular, so I'm probably not. And these are all, well, there's some words here, but they're different colors than I want, I think. So I think I'm going to go with this gift. I think this is going to be perfect right here. Do I need, yeah, I think I need a little extra glue. Let's just use some of our permanent glue real quick. So that was fun, right? So if you have any of these, this is an option for you to make little books. And I named several options during this video. If you didn't hear them, just rewind. Because I don't know if I can remember them right now. So I'm just putting this on here like a little, you know, when you see it have a book and sometimes you just have a little something or a card. You have the little maker information right here. There you go. I like it. So I think that is it. So whoever gets this can do whatever they want in here. You know, write, add pictures, just anything. Just have fun. And they can decorate this. I won't do anything there. And they can decorate this. Put more paper there, whatever. Cute. I love it. They can put some pockets there too. You want to put a pocket in there and pocket back here. Oh, I think it's really cute. And I'm glad we used this back here. I like the inner blue part better than the other side for some reason. It just looks good with the green, I think. There's our spine. Okay, I said I was going to show you. I was hoping maybe to do it during this video, but I'm sure this video is getting too long. So this is the other thing I wanted to do something with because it's red and green. I just think it's would be so pretty as a tag. So that's why I got out the other scrapbook paper. I wanted to back this with some scrapbook paper, the cardstock, and then make a little tag out of this. And maybe all the pages too. We got all these pages. That's why I got out all the stickers. I thought this could be a good background, and then decorate it with some stickers or whatever. Ephemera. So we have several pages in here. And then let's see, they're all like that. And then we have the back here, which is really cool. You have this side that could be a drawing card. Or if you want to use this side, you have the red and green too, and you could just use this as a background, put the cardstock on the back of this, and put a little decoration on here. I really want to use this side. I think that would be the coolest journaling card with the red and green and all the lines and little squares to write on. So that is going to be another video because we don't have time now. Took too much time with the other stuff. But I hope you enjoyed. If you want one of these journals, like I said, let me know and I'll reserve it for you. Email me. That's the number one way to get me. And if I don't respond right away, don't panic because, you know, I work every day and sometimes I can't really get on my phone. I'm supposed to be working during work. And stay tuned. If you don't know about my other channel, I started Turquoise Dreaming Vlogs channel. So I'm having some fun over there. And I think I'm going to do this video over there where I put I got this little Grinch tree at Dollar General on Black Friday for half price. So it was $9. And it just struck me that this had to be in my craft room. So I'm probably going to, I haven't taken it out of the box yet. And I think everything's in here. So I'm going to do that on my other channel. Take it out of the box and put it up in here and see what it's like. So if you want to know what this is like, check out my other channel, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get a notification of when I post a video of when I put this in my craft room. The link will be below for that channel, so you can click on that and go jump over there and subscribe real quick. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more Christmas crafting, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.